will need to be paid on or before August 4th of 2025. Whatever the dispute is with the August rent would be added on to this figure, which I was trying to say. YPF 16 LLC versus Kiera Fleming. Parties have returned. Mr. Ficheir, you were in the middle of your statement, sir.
Yes, her current balance is $4,123.39. Court costs of $175 for a total of $42.98.39.
Right out of the gate, the landlord's attorney drops a bombshell. Kiara's rapid rehousing program is ending this month, meaning she'll soon be on the hook for the full rent. And here's the kicker. She hasn't filed the rental assistance paperwork the court required. This is where the real-world stakes of eviction court come into play. Promises from caseworkers and verbal agreements might sound reassuring outside the courthouse, but inside, none of that matters unless it's officially filed and timestamped. In eviction law, if it's not in the record, it might as well not exist.
She's been in rapid rehousing where SOS has been paying her portion and she's supposed to pay the rest. She has never made a payment. I reached out to SOS. They tried to reach out to her. And it's my understanding that the rapid rehousing ends at the end of July. So in August, she's going to be responsible for the whole thing herself. She hasn't filed a rental assistance form. I don't think there's a tribal issue of fact. We would ask the court for a judgment.
All right, ma'am, what did you wish to say?
Anyway, like I was saying, SOS was paying my rent for 3 months without me having to pay anything. Like I told Ms. Terry through SOS that I ended up losing my job. And I wasn't able to pay nothing at the moment. And I'm just now getting a job and I wasn't able to pay nothing until today. But yeah, and I sent in my SER through the mail. I didn't know I had to come and actually bring it here. I don't have a car. So anytime I go anywhere, I have to get on a bus with my children. So I don't know if you're able to, if they bring the mail to y'all, but I definitely sent the SER to this courtroom with the judge, with your name on it, Cedric Simpson. But SOS doesn't stop. She said that I already filled the paperwork out yesterday when she came. They pay August, but after August, I won't be getting no more help from SOS. But I reached out to Hawk. They're able to help, and I did do an SCR with my caseworker, and I have an appointment with my caseworker on Monday for help, so I can get help with my rent. And I'm able to pay altogether $900 today, but that's all I can afford.
Here's where it gets messy. Kiara swears August rent is already covered by SOS, but the judge and landlord aren't convinced. Why? Because courtrooms don't run on optimism. They run on documentation. Kiara's talking about help she believes is coming, but the court is focused solely on what's been proven and filed. And this is the heartbreaking reality for so many tenants. They're operating on hope, promises, and phone calls. But eviction hearings are cold, paperwork-driven battles. Question for you. If you were the judge, would you give her more time based on her word or stick to the hard evidence?
Well, if we get to August 1st, then August rent is going to kick in, which means you're not going to be able
to... August rent is paid by her, by SOS.
I'm going to let you finish because I'm not going to be interrupted again.
I'm sorry.
So what else did you want to say?
That's all I had to say. That's what I said. It was already paid. August month is already paid. That's why she came over yesterday and I filled out the paperwork. So August month to be paid. After August, September, I won't be getting no help after August, is what I'm telling you.
If SOS pays in August what they paid in July, it would be $650 on a $1,300 apartment, which would mean she'd be responsible for the other $650.
That's not true.
But even without, let's assume that for the sake of argument that SOS is going to pay the whole thing. She still has a $4,200 balance. And I don't think there's any way that's going to be paid. And she hasn't filed the form, even though, the previous person heard you just fine last week when you said, we get it here within 5 days. It wasn't here within 5 days. We'd ask for a judgment today.
I did turn it in within 5 days. You said turn it in Wednesday, which I did turn it in Wednesday. And who is he to say that I won't have all of it paid? Like, you don't know that. I didn't know I can get as much help as I did until I reached out to all these companies.
Your Honor,
And I was unemployed for a while, which I just got a job. I just started working 3 weeks ago. So this is my first check. You have to wait 2 weeks in a hole to even get your first check.
Your Honor, I'm willing to extend the judgment, normally be the 28th. If we were to extend the judgment to August 4th.
The ruling is swift. Judgment granted, possession awarded, and a redemption amount set at $4,298.39 due by August 4th, 2025. Now, Judge Simpson does throw in a small lifeline. If Kiara can come up with the money by that date, she can keep the place. But notice the precision here. The judgment is for the current balance only, not the August rent she insists will be covered. Why? Because the court can't bank on what hasn't happened yet. Even if SOS pays in full next month, today's debt remains untouched. This is legal reality. Future promises don't.
There's no tribal issue for this court in regard to this case. I'll grant a judgment for possession with the redemption amount of the $4,298.39 with the writ to issue August 4th, 2025. Thank you.
Can you tell me exactly what does that mean? So I can have an
I
understanding.
just issued a judgment, the 429839 will need to be paid on or before August 4th of 2025. I've done it that way because if I grant an adjournment in this case, quite frankly, whatever the dispute is with the August rent would be added on to this figure, which I was trying to say earlier.
Yeah.
So it's a benefit that if you can find the funds to get this paid, you only have to pay this amount. Does not include anything for August.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
so you have to the 4th to get it paid.
Yeah, but last thing I gotta say is that when I talked to my SOS worker, Miss Terry, our agreement was for her to pay the full amount because she know I'm not gonna be able to pay the full amount. The money that I have now is going to be towards to the money I already owe. So August is already gonna be paid. Like the full amount is gonna be paid, so I won't have to worry about August.
Maybe you're not hearing me.
I'm
I
hearing
just
what you
issued
said.
The judgment. I'm not dealing with August.
I know that. I'm just let you know for sure that's gonna be paid. That's all. But thank you. Have a nice one.
Thank you.
We'll stop.
Nope, doesn't work.
And that's the gavel. Kiara leaves with a $4,298.39 judgment and a deadline just weeks away. Despite her insistence that August will be covered, the judge stood firm. This case is about what's owed now, not what might be paid later. The takeaway? In eviction court, documentation isn't just important, it's everything. Emotional appeals, personal hardships, even the best of intentions can't outweigh the legal requirement for proof. So, was Judge Simpson fair in holding the line, or should the system make more room for people trying to get back on their feet? Let us know in the comments. And if you